Hippolyta, a nuptial hour draws on a pace.
4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh methinks how slow this old moon wins.
She lingers my designs, like to stepdame or dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. Aha! And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriment.
Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp.
Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Eugenia. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast, by moonlight, at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so, she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her banishment, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia?
Be advised, fair maid. To you, your mother should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by her imprinted, and within her power to leave the figure, or disfigure it.
Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
With my mother looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with your mother's judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, such a presence here to lead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to obey the law, or to observe forever the society of men. Therefore, for Hermia, question your desires.
Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your mother's will, you can endure the livery of a nun.
Or I, to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold fruitless moon.
Thrice blessed they that master so their blood, to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which withering on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, so choose. Ere I will yield my virgin parent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, that sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to pay for the disobedience to your mother's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield that crazed title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry her?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much, and with you shortly thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it.
Come, Demetrius. Come. And come, Eugenia. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you.
Fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your mother's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up.
Which we by no means makes dangerous.
To obey or to vow a single life?
Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius, Eugenia, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you something nearly that concerns us.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or, if there were a sympathy in choice, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then, let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love, as thoughts and dreams and sighs.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy mother's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow, truly, will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows
The
me.
more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, nor that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, a time that lovers' flights conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet.
And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies.
Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us. And good luck, grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our side from lovers' food. Tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I'm thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all that he do know, and I see errors doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste. Wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. To the rest. And yet, my humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or part Terra Captain to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. This was lofty. This is Hercules' vein, not a tyrant's vein. A lover is more, less condoling. Oh. Yeah. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Flute, are to take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Oh, nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall do it in a
I may hide my face. Now let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. His knee! His knee!
Oh, Pyramus! The lady dear hand, Thisbe dear. No, no. You shall play Pyramus and flute, you Thisbe.
Yeah, well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Robin Starveling, Thisbe's mother. Tom Stout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written yet? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
So, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. But I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove.
You sucking dove.
I will roar you, and 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see on a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
I will undertake it. Oh, what beard were I best to play it in?
Why would you will?
Oh, okay. Well, I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown-colored beard. Your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play it bareface. But, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. At the palace wood will we meet, a mile without the town, by moonlight. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged by company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. Pray you, fail me not.
And we will meet, and there we may rehearse, most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu!
But the Duke's over me! Take pains, be perfect, adieu.
drops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear.
Farewell, thou love of spirits, we'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king don't keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king.
She never had so sweet a change.
And jealous Oberon would have the child tonight of his train to trace the forests wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy.
Crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy.
And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square.
That all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodwillow.
Are not you she, frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the kern, and bootless makes the breathless housewife churn?
And sometime make the drink to bear no bar.
Mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm.
Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck.
Are not you she? Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguile.
Neighing in likeness of a filly foal.
And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl.
In very likeness of a roasted crab.
And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap, pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometime for a 3-foot stool mistaken me. Then slip I from her bum,
Down topples she.
and terror cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh. A merrier hour was never wasted then. But Rubeberries, here comes Oberon.
And here our mistress, would that you were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry! Rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here come? From the farthest step of India, but that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your warrior mistress, fair Hippolyta, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou, thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy.
Ha!
And never since the midsummer spring met we on hill in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beach margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport.
Therefore the winds,
Piping to us in vain, as in revenge,
Has plucked up from the sea contagious ball,
which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents.
the ox hath therefore stretched out his yoke in vain. The plowman lost his sweat.
And the green corn hath rotted, ere his youth attained a beard.
the fold stands empty in the drowned field,
And crows are fatted with the myriad flock.
the 9 men's morris is filled up with mud,
And the quaint mazes, in the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable.
The human mortals want their winter cheer.
No night is now with him or carol blessed.
Therefore the moon
The governess of floods, pale in her anger,
washes away all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound.
through this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frost, far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose.
And on old hives thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in a mockery set.
The spring,
The summer,
the child in autumn,
angry winter,
change their wonted liveries.
and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which.
And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate. From our dissension, we are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her over? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see the moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with you.
Not for thy fairy kingdom, fairies away, and you shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Will go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her tongue.
I remember.
That very time I saw you, thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, a certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow.
As it should pierce 100,000 hearts.
Yes, yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell on a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and the maiden scarlet. Love and idleness. Fetch me that flower. There, I should thee want. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote on the next life creature it sees. Fetch me that, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan consume thee.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having watched this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eye. The next thing she then waking looks upon, be it on lion, wolf, or bear, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can do it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other one slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I enrolled within this wood, because I cannot meet with my Hermia. Hence, Get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place could I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you'd use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, so that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I will run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go! Or, if thou follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows.
Where oxlips and the nodding violet grows.
I know a bank quite over canopy,
With luscious woodbine.
the wild thyme.
With sweet musk roses.
Where oxlips and the nodding violet
And
grows.
with eglantine.
Quite over canopy,
Where ox,
with luscious woodbine,
the nodding violet
with sweet musk roses,
there sleeps Titania sometime of the night.
and with eglantine.
Lulled in these flowers.
quite over canopy,
With dances and delight.
luscious woodbine.
There sleeps Titania, sometime of the night.
Lulled in these
Lulled in these flowers,
With dances and
with
delight.
dances and delight.
There sleeps Titania sometime of the night. And there the snake throws her enameled skin.
Weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in.
And there the snake throws her enameled skin.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows.
Weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows.
Lulled in these flowers.
There sleeps Titania sometime of the night.
Dances and delight.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows. There sleeps Titania, sometime of the night. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Now take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me here at the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence.
Some to kill cankers in the musk rosebuds, some war with rear mice for their leathered wings.
To make my small elves coats.
And some keep back the crownless owl with nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits.
Sing me now asleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
Spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny head, tongue be not seen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 la. Weaving spiders, come not near. Hence you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black, approach not near. Worm nor snare, do no offense. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 la. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby. Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ouse or cat or bear, pard or boar, with bristled hair in thine eye that shall appear when thou wakest in his thine ear. Wake when some fine things near.
withering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I, upon this bank, will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trove.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty, such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be this thing. And, oh, good night. Till thy sweet, my friend.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve our force and stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Is this he my master said despised the Athenian maid? And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Empty soul? She dares not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So, awake when I am done, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I'm as ugly as a bear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Oh, where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loves your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For, as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, so thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to blood the scrolling serpent! For my breast. Why me? For pity. What a dream was here. Oh, Lysander, look how I did quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander! Lord! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word. Lad, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all else. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you. I'll find immediately. Lysander! Lysander! Lysander!
We all met.
Pat, Pat. And here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our carrying cast, and we shall do it in action as we shall do it before the Duke.
What a coincidence.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. I'll see that.
I liken a party's fear. Oh, I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit.
I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, you do no harm with our swords.
And that Pyramus is not killed indeed.
And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, not Pyramus, but
Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear. Well, we shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Oh, masters, to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing, for there's not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living. We ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
And we will name his name in half his face while he sits at the lion's neck.
And he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies.
Or fair ladies, I would wish you.
Or, I would request you.
Or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble.
If you think I come hither as a lion, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are.
And then indeed, let him name his name plainly and tell him he is not the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there are two hard things about this. That is to bringing moonshine into the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, as you know, did meet by moonlight.
That's the moonshine the night we play our play.
Oh, a calendar! A calendar! Oh, look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Moonshine, moonshine, moonshine!
Yes,
moonshine!
it doth shine that night.
Oh, why then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window, where we play, open! The moon may shine in at the casement.
And let him have a bush of thorns and a lanthorn.
Let's say he comes to disfigure.
Or to present.
The person of moonshine.
Then there's another hard thing. We must bring in a wall into the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What do you want?
Well, some man or other must present wall.
Aye, and let him have a bush of thorns and a loam and plaster and some rough cast about him to signify wall.
And let him hold his fingers thus. And through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and we will rehearse our parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so every man according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a plate award! I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, the speech set forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odorous.
Odorous savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark! A voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
I marry. Must you? For you must understand that he is to go and see a noise that he has heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus.
Pyramus.
Pyramus. Most lily white of Hui.
Lily white of hue. Hue.
Of color like red rose on triumphant briar.
Triumphant.
Triumphant briar. As truest horse that yet will never tire, I will meet with thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
9 is 2 men. 9 is 2. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you speak to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, as truest horse that yet would never tire. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We're hunting! Prey masters! Fly masters!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be. Sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear. Sometime a fire. And neigh and bark
they run away. This is a knavery of them to make an ass of me.
What do thou I change? What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you? Ha!
Bless thee, Martin. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. It's to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear. I am not afraid. Fields of top, so black a few. On Shawneeville. The thrust of wit is not so true. Grain with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my
Finch the sparrow and the lark, the plain song whose note full many a man doth mark, and is not hands to name.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled with thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force to prove me on the first view to say, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Hee-haw! I can blink upon occasion.
Thou art as wise.
Thou art beautiful. I'm not so neither, but if I have enough wit to get out of this window, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am no comfort. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt, like an airy spirit, go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman.
Up in his walks and gandle in his eye, feeding apricots and dewberries with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Oh!
The honey bags steal from the humblebees.
And for night tapers, crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise.
And pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes.
Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal, hail!
I beseech your worship's mercy heartedly. I beseech your worship's name. I shall desire you more acquaintance, good Mistress Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make one with you. Your name on this gentlewoman?
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mr. Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascott, your father. Good Mrs. Peas Blossom, I shall desire you more acquaintance too.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower.
The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye.
And when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity.
High up, my love's tower. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what it was that came into her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. But here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What might rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, when the altar is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower,
While she was in her dull and sleeping hour,
a crew of hatchets
rude mechanicals who worked for bread upon Athenian stall
were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thinking of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in the forsook his seat and entered in a break. When I did him a disadvantage Duke, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head, and on his fist he must be answered and poured by mimic cup when they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping flower eye court. Was it pitted chest? Many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, separate themselves, and madly sweep the sky, and at his side, away his fellows fly. And at our stand here, o'er and o'er one falls, murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their senseless weak thoughts and their fears thus strong make senseless things begin to do them wrong. Poor briars and thorns that their apparel mismatched. Some sleep, some hats from you, but all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and let sweet Pyramus translate it there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straight from the ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet anointed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by her side, that when he wake, of course she must be I.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee words. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. Thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, big overshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be. But thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look. So dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give its carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drives me past the bounds of maiden's patience. numbered among men. Once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Brave touch.
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. You spend your passion on a Miss Bright's mood. Nor is he dead, for all that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
If I could, what should I get? Therefore.
A privilege never to see me more. From thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now, in some slight measure, it will pay, if, for a stander, here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turn and not a false turn true.
Then fate no rules. That one man holding troth, a million fatal confounded before.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. Oh, fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer that cost the fresh blood dear. And by some illusion doth thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she to appear.
I go. Look how I go. Swifter than arrow from the target low.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sinking apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena's here at hand, and you mystify me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageantry? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
That tells the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then, two at once who won? That must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me that were preposterous.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look! When I vow, I weep. And vows so born, in their nativity all truth appears.
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her more? Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I have no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, he loves not you.
Helena, goddess, name perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. All right, and show thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow. When thou holdst up thy hand, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia. Now both rivals to mock Helena? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours, of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If ever I love her, all that love is gone. My heart is to Helen, home returned. There to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest, to thy peril, thou shalt buy it dear. Oh, look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye dysfunction takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love would press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that could not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more in gilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as if it cannot be.
Oh, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is it all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not sent Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection? But by your setting on, by your consent, what though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most, to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do, persever. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me while I turn my back, wink each at other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent! Sweet, must warm her soul.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do, I swear, by that which I will loose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
And I say, I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too. Quick, come.
Lysander, where did that all this?
Away, you eat the oak.
No, no, sir. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love? Out, tawny tartar. Out! Out! Loathed medicine, hated potion. Hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, but I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? What news, my love? Am not I, Hermia? Or not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me.
desire see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stole my love's heart from him?
Fie, Faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? Aye, well that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I'm so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but then my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Oh!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower?
Hark, again! But Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you. For love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you let me quiet go to Athens, will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple, how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What would I say?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little, again. Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Oh. Get you gone! You dwarf! You minimus, of hindering not grass made, you bead, you acorn.
You're too officious on her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, for if thou dost intend never so show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most. In Helena, follow.
Nay, I will go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Go not back.
I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I don't know what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest. Or else, committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Paddles, I mistook. Did not you tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it so did sort, as this their shanker might steal a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seeking place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and leave these testy rivals so astray as one cannot within another's way. Till o'er their brows sleep with leaden legs and batty hands that then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whilst I in this affair do the employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Very lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport. But, notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down. Up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, draw it in, Biddy. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to play the ground.
Thou run away, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Oh, coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant! Come now, child! I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that stoops to spar with thee.
Yea? Art thou there?
Follow my voice! We'll try no man from here!
He goes before me and still dares me on. I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark, uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Oh, coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for will I while thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here!
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy it dear if ever thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way!
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, steal me a while from my own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Jupiter's a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with dew and born with briars, can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desire. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
on the ground sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should have his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man will have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where's Mamselle Cobweb?
What's your will?
Nothing good, Mamselle, to help Cavaleria Peace Blossom to scratch. Yeah, I must to the barber's, Mamselle. I'm always hairy about the face. And I'm such a tender ass. My hair do but tickle me. I must scratch.
What wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Is that the tongues and the bones?
Oh, or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Oh, truly a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay. Hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
God. I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. I pray you, that none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Is thou the sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this faithful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her.
When he had at his pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged his patience, he then did ask for her changeling child.
Which, straight, she gave him, and we fairies sent to bear him to his bower in fairyland.
And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And Gentlebuck, take off this transformed scalp from the head of this Athenian sway, that he, awaking when the others do, may back to Athens repair and take no more on tonight's accidents, but as the fierce fixation of a dream. But first, Release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence you. Robin, take off his head. I tell ya, music come, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music ho, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou wakes, thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new amateurs, and will tomorrow midnight dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There will the pairs of lovers be wedded with Theseus all in jollity.
Very king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
And then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after the night's shade. We the glow can compass soon, swifter than the long.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this day that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, and find out the forester. For now, observation is performed, and since we have the wayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple the western valley. Let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they made the bear. With hounds of Sparta, never did I hear such gallant chiding.
My hounds are bred after the Spartan kind. So flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. A cry more tunable was never hollowed nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear it.
What soft? What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander. This Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Nader's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May. Hearing our intent, came here in days of our solemnity.
But speak, Eugenia. Is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough! You have enough, my lord. I beg the law upon his head. They
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena, in fancy, following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of my eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health, come to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met.
Of this discourse we shall hear more anon. Today, I will overbid you. For, in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And, for the morning is now something more, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold the feast in great solemnity. Come.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eyes, when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep. We dreamed. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my mother.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him. And, by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. The next is, oh, most fair Pyramus. Yo! Be the Quince. Luke the bellows mender. Stop the tinker! Something! God's my life stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. And man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. I thought I was. There's no man can tell what. We thought I was. And we thought I had. Oh, but man is but a patched fool if you will offer to say what me thought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. The man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what dream it was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. And it shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Adventure, make it the more gracious. I will sing it at her death.
masters. The Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies more merry. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Where are these lads? Oh, where are these hearts? Oh, yeah!
Oh, sweet bully Dawson. Oh, most courageous day. Oh, most happy hour.
Masters, I'm to discourse wonders. Well, ask me not what, for I tell you, I'm no true Athenian. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the short and the long is our play is prepare!
Yeah, prepare!
Let Thisbe have clean linen. And let that him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they're to hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onion nor garlic, for you are to envy sweet breath. For I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy.
Bless me. Bottom. A quince. A what? Translated.
No more words. Away. Go. Away.
Yeah.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends.
The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination, all compact. One sees more devils than vast health and hold.
That is the madman.
The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt.
The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And, as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to every nothing a local habitation and a name.
Such tricks have strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy.
Or, in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is in a bush to post a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witness it than fancy's images, grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and active.
Ah, here comes the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends.
Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mask, what dancer shall we have to wear away this long night? Over 3 hours, between our after supper and our bedtime.
What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call for the shade.
Where is our usual manager of mirth?
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for us this evening? What mask? What music?
How shall we beguile a lazy time if not with some delight?
There is brief how many sports are right. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
course, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp.
Well, none of that. That have I told my love, in glory of my kinsman Hercules.
The ride of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage.
That is an old device. It was played where from Thebes came not the conqueror.
The thrice three muses, mourning for the death of learning, laid deceased in beggar.
That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial sermon.
A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love, Thisbe, a very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief, that is hot ice and wondrous strange snow.
Tedious and brief. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I've known a play. But by 10 words, my noble lord, it is too long. Which makes it tedious, for in all the play there's not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself. Which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made my eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
And what are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, who have never tailored in their minds till now. And now, with their unbreathed memories with this same play, against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No! My noble lord, it is not for you. I've heard it over, and it is nothing. Nothing in the world. Unless you can find sport in their intents extremely stretched, and con with cruel pain to do you service.
We will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss, when simpleness and duty tender it.
Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies. I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in his service perishing.
My gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
She says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take within the state. And what for duty cannot do, no noble respect makes in mind. Merit, for in the modesty of fearful duty, I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, in least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill that you should think.
And you should think we come not to offend.
That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill.
To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end.
Consider then, we come but in despite.
We do not come as minding, to content you our true intent is.
You should think is.
We are not here.
All fear delight.
All fear delight, we are not here.
That you should repent you, we actors are at hand.
We are not here, that you should repent you.
And by our show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
These fellows do not stand upon points. They have rid the prologue like a rough colt.
A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Their speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing improved, but all disordered. What is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall. By which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, with lanthorn dog and bush of thorn, presented moonshine. By moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Minnie's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lying the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, bearing in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died. All the rest, that lion, moonshine wall, and lovers twain, at this discourse, oh here, they do remain.
I wonder if the wall be to speak.
In the same interlude, it doth befall that I, once not by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire line and him to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord. Shh. Pyramus doesn't walk.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night whichever art when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack, alack! Alack! I fear my dear Thisbe's promises forgot! And thou, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine! Thou wall, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with. Oh, thanks, courteous wall. What see I? Ah, no, Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss! God curse me, thy stones, for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see all pat as I told you. Oh, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. These cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with hair and lime between thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill.
Oh, oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall. Well,
I kiss the walls whole, not your lips at all.
wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come with her to pay.
Thus have I wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors?
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination.
It must be your imagination, though, not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, then they may pass for excellent men. Ah, here come two noble beasts in. A man and a lion. I wonder if the lion can speak.
One lion may, when many asses do.
You,
gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creep on floor. May not perchance both quake and tremble here when lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. Then know that I, once snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast. A good conscience.
The very best of a beast, my love, that e'er I saw. Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horn moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He's no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horn moon present. I, myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
Why, this is the greatest error of the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How is he as the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see his artist.
I am grow weary of this moon, but it would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the lane, but yet in courtesy and all reason we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, oh, my dog.
All of these should be put into the lanthorn, for all of these are in the moon.
Shh, it sounds here, it's busy.
This is Nina's tomb. Where is my love?
Rawr!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe. Well shod, Moon.
Truly, the moon shines with a good ray.
Well moused, lion.
So the lion vanished, and then the pyramids.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. But mark, oh night, oh what dreadful dole is here! Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good, but stained with blood? Oh no, ye furies fell!
Well, this passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Please show my heart, why pity the man?
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come tears, confound, down sword, and we the pack of Pyramus, I, that left pack where heart doth heart. Ah! 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 Thus they I! Ah! Thus! Ah! Thus! Ah! Ah! Thus! Now am I dead. Now am I dead. My soul is in the sky. Come, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now! Die! 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 Ah! Die!
With the help of a surgeon, you might yet recover and prove an ass.
But how chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her love?
She will find him by starlight, and here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
He thinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
She hath spied him already, with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak! Quite done? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Oh, lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
No, assure you, the wall is down, that part of their fathers. Will it please you to see an epilogue, or to hear a burgomaster dance or I come?
No!
Epilogue, I pray you.
For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse.
For when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Mary, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisby's garden, it would have been a fine tragedy.
And so he is truly and very notably discharged.
But come, your burger mask. Let your epilogue alone.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12.
To bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
I fear with the coming morn, without sleep, as much as with this night I've overwatched.
This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy day of night. Sweet friends, to bed.
A fortnight hold with this solemnity, in nightly revels and in new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task foredone.
Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud.
Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite, in the churchway paths to glide.
And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, falling darkness like a dream, now are frolic.
Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give gathering light by the dead in drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar.
Hand in hand, with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray.
To the best bride that will we,
which by us shall blessed be,
and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate.
So shall all the couples three, ever true in loving be.
And the blots in nature's hand shall not in their issue stand.
Never mole, hairless nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be.
With your field dew consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest.
Trip away. Make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.